many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, great day, everyone. I am your host and CEO of Divine Connections, Deloris Williams. Welcome to Divine Connections broadcast. We are so excited that you are here. Make sure you like and share and comment throughout this broadcast. So Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. It's faith-based and inspirational. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we do 2 big events. One in March, which is my anniversary. We've been around for 13 years. We bring in choirs, quartet groups, mimes, vendors. Sometimes we have speakers, sometimes we have a panel. It all depends. But that's my anniversary, and we network together and give God glory. Then in October, we do a Bring It event, Divine Connections Bring It event, where we bring in praise dance groups, mimes, vendors, gospel step team, creative storytelling. We're going to have a nonprofit organization this year doing blood pressure, and that is going to be our next big event, Saturday, October the 14th at the Mebane Art Center at 11 a.m. in Mebane, North Carolina, which is right close to Burlington. I look forward to seeing you there. Bring your churches, bring your family, bring your friends, bring your community. Tickets are only $5, and we're going to lift up the name of Jesus. You're going to be able to network with vendors, youth vendors, and support them, and also various ministries as well. So we're definitely going to have an exciting time with that. We also have an app out, which is Divine Connections magazine. So you can download that from your Apple or your Google store. We also have this broadcast every Wednesday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we share with you who people are, what they are doing, and how they are making it happen in the community, and then opportunity for you to connect with them as well as they leave information for you to connect with them. Then we also have our online store. So Divine Connections store is now open. We have over 100 products. We have hook shirts, we have jackets, we have cups, we have mugs, we have pillows, we have towels, we have a variety of things. So definitely go and stop by the store and let someone know that you are a Divine Connection, or get a gift for them and let them know that they are a Divine Connection. All right. So we're excited about that as well. So let me show you just a little bit, a link of what's getting ready to go down Saturday, October the 14th. Check it out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Definitely check out and get ready for Saturday, October the 14th. Now, here is a link that you can check out Divine Connection Store so you can kind of see what's in there as well. Awesome. Get connected and stay connected.
Well, I gave you all my love and
Awesome. Definitely stay connected to Divine Connections. So, if you would like to be a guest on the show or more information about anything we're doing with Divine Connections, text 336-338-8903. Send us an email at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. For the event, get your tickets at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Be sure to join our email list at divineconnectionsmagazine.com so you can get the updates and news of what's going on. Connect with us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. We also have an Instagram page at Divine Connections, so follow us there. And then we have our YouTube channel, The Divine Connections. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification button so you'll be notified whenever we are doing things and making it happen. If you have not got a copy of our Divine Connections magazine, please do so. This is the previous cover as well. Great things going on. So we have a new cover coming out, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/special-pricing. Also, the options on there for you to advertise in our next issue, half page or full page option to share information about your ministry, your book, your group, your artist, and what's going on with that. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor on the show and you have a 30-second commercial within, if you are a good fit for our broadcast, we'll do a 3-month agreement for $150 and have you on before or after our interview. So share with the masses who you are, what you do, and how people can contact you. The more they see you, the more you're out there, the more they want to connect and get familiar with you. I am also blessed to have my second book, which is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. So I talk about my personal as well as my business life, how I've got to where I am with the help of the Lord. I cannot do this definitely by myself, but with everything, giving thanks to God and serving Him is how I make it happen. All right. So if you want to know how I do what I do, get the book. It's on Amazon as well as Walmart.com. And then you can order it from me. And of course, we will have them at the event October the 14th. So hopefully see you there as well. If you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, your group, your ministry, your gospel group, or event, make sure you guys connect with me. We create 30-second and 60-second commercials for your businesses and organization, and we love doing that. So we would love to serve you. So definitely stay connected. bit.ly Divine Connections Journal discount, or just go to our website. We have our journals, which are now available. It is called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. God is going to do phenomenal things in your life. And so we want to take the time just to write down some things that we desire, some goals, and then watch God work after you do your part. Okay. Definitely got to do your part as well. But we do want to keep that as a memorandum and see how God is going to make it happen. Don't forget to download Divine Connections Magazine app from your Apple Store or your Google Store to stay connected, and we'll be right on your phone. Then we have our store, bit.ly Divine Connect / Divine Connection Store, where you can order over any of products. We have over 100 products in our store, so definitely stay connected with that. Now, any services that we provide, you would check them out on divineconnectionsmagazine.com / services so you can know what we do. And if you have any questions, definitely contact me. So that is our information. And so I am excited about our next part. Why? Because we have a guest in the house, and we are grateful for each and every opportunity to share with you who people are and what they do. So Minister David Callands is in the house. So we're going to bring him in. Oh, help us welcome Minister David. Hold tight. Great day, great day. How are you? Hi. Hopefully you can hear me. Uh-oh. You can't hear me? I can't hear you. You might have to go out and come back in, because if somebody called you, it might have knocked the sound off. Hold on, you guys. We're going to get him on in just a second. All right. I'm going to play a commercial. Go out and come back. Go out and come back in. Yeah, there you go. All right, you guys, hold tight. Meanwhile, don't forget, listen, Saturday, October the 14th is Divine Connections Bring It event. We have a lineup for you. We have different ministries coming from Augusta, Maryland, High Point, Winston-Salem. We got gospel step team, praise dance, moms, vendors, youth vendors, different ministries, nonprofit organizations are going to be there. Listen, you don't want to miss this. I want you, if you are hearing me and you are in the area, definitely please stop by. Tickets are only $5, and we're going to make it happen. We have a great variety of individuals who are out there making it happen, and we are bringing them together at the Mebane Arts Center, and that is going to be Saturday, October the 14th at 11 a.m. at the Mebane Arts Center. All right, so definitely keep that in mind. Hold on, let's see if we can bring him on in. All right.
Hello.
There we go. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing today?
Doing well, doing well. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on. So let's just start with, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Oh, Minister David Callands. I'm from Reidsville, North Carolina. Well, been in Reidsville most of my life. Originally from Atlantic
Okay.
City, New Jersey. But I've been here since I was maybe like third or fourth grade, and grew up active in church.
Okay.
Developed a love for music. Ended up started off as a drummer. Ended up playing
Okay.
keyboard. Been involved in music ministry for the last 35, 36 years. And now I'm into the preaching ministry, where I actually went into the ministry in 2006. But
Okay.
As of July, this past July, I am now pastoring a church.
All right, come on with it.
Yeah, I'm pastoring a church, Sand Hill United Church of Christ in Aberdeen, North Carolina, down around Southern Pines and Pinehurst. And
Okay.
God is blessing. I also manage the group, the Redeemed Sons, which we grew out of the group, the legendary Silver Stars out of Blanche, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, we were their group, and then we ended up having to change our name, but we wanted to continue doing what God has given us to do, and we're holding our own. We're doing the best we can, and we're continuing to give God praise, lifting His name in song, and mostly want to encourage people that no matter how bad it seems,
Come on.
it's never as bad as it looks. All we have to do is continue to trust God, and God is able to bring us through everything and anything that may come up against us. And we have a song that we sing everywhere we go, and it just tells you that God will step in on time.
Come on with it.
He might not come when we call him.
Ooh.
The first time we call him, he might not come when we think he ought to come. But
that's right.
I promise you, he'll show up, and when he comes and when he steps in, it's going to be the perfect time in our situations.
I love that. I love that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you went from drums to keyboard to group to minister, now pastor. So your journey has been great. What have been some of your challenges?
Uh, truthfully, in
Uh huh.
every step, I have been the biggest challenge to myself.
Come on with it.
I have because some of it I didn't want to do.
Uh,
Uh, as as far as it go back as far as when I started playing, when I started as a musician, I thought that my life's calling and all that I would do would be to be a drummer and play drums. I played drums um, we had a group here in Reedsville, the Bethel Mill Chorus, and we went all over the East Coast and
yeah.
singing. And I was when I went to college, I started playing for the gospel choir, and then that would branch off. Me and one of my a best friend of mine, Charles Butler, who's going
Hmm.
on to be with the Lord. He was a bass player. I was a drummer. Uh, we would go and we would play all over the place with everybody else, and whenever there was a show that they brought in a professional artist, and there was a need for accompanying musicians, he and I were the ones who they were always called. So
Yeah.
I thought that playing drums was going to be my life. Uh, the funny thing is, when we moved from New Jersey, we lived right across the street from a piano teacher, and
Okay.
my brother started taking piano lessons, and my mom kept on trying to get me to take the lessons, and I didn't want to do piano and I finally told her, no need of saying anything else to me about taking piano lessons because I'm not going to play the piano. I have no desire. Well,
Uh-huh.
it goes in line with what God's ways are not our ways, His thoughts are not our thoughts.
Yes,
And
sir.
sometimes I think that when I was being me um,
Hmm.
and saying what I wasn't going to do, I can imagine he was probably laughing at me saying because he was thinking I'm going to show you something.
Right.
So what happened? He was started giving me songs.
Mm.
I could be riding down the road or just doing anything, minding my business, and all of a sudden a complete song would drop in my spirit.
Wow.
Well, I couldn't play piano, so I had to go find somebody to explain to them what I was hearing, so we could work it
Right.
out. And one of my good friends, who was the musician for the Bethel Mill Course, he was like, "Why don't you do it yourself?" I'm like, "I can't do this." He said, "Man, yes, you can. You know, it's all in you. You know all of your notes. You know everything. Your music is in you. You have such a great ear that it won't take much for you to learn how to play." So he
Hmm.
started working. He started working with me, and over time,
Hmm.
I became proficient enough to figure out what it was that God was giving me, and then I was starting to be asked to help at different churches and whatever, and then all of a sudden, and when I started this, people stopped calling me to play drums. Everybody that called me wanted me to come play piano or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, see, God, this is how you do things. Well, it's the same thing, the same way in ministry, in the speaking ministry for um, years. I knew that I was supposed to be preaching, so to speak. My grandmother spoke that thing when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and
Hmm.
she stuck with it until God called her home.
Hmm.
And there were others that picked it up, and but it seemed like everybody um, knew that was going to be a preacher or wanted me to be a preacher more than I did.
Mm.
I tried my best to kick against it, tried to run, tried to escape, and little in 2006,
Yeah.
um, God said, "Ain't no more running. You know,
Mm.
your running time is over." February of 2006. Uh, that's when He arrested me, and I agreed. I agreed to go into the preaching ministry. But then what happened, even though I had gone into preaching ministry,
Yeah.
I'm still dealing with these churches as musicians, and these churches I went to, it was like the pastor wasn't interested in the preaching part of me because they had it covered. They wanted me there to play. So I'm like, I can deal with this. I just get content right where I am, and I'll just ride this out.
Yeah.
But in 2019, I was hired as minister of music at a church, Melfield United Church of Christ, in Haw River, North Carolina, which is down in Alamance County, around Burlington, Graham,
Yeah. I have my events there in Haw River. Yeah.
And I was doing good, I thought. Just just playing and minding my business. And then the pastor started with this little thing. It's bad to put your hand to the plow and turn back. Well, I was still all right with that because I thought he was talking to everybody else. But then he and I and one of the deacons and one of my friends, my best friend, really, each Sunday we would meet after church, and he was like, he brought it back up. He said, it's a bad thing to put your hand to the plow and turn back. So I'm sitting there drinking my coffee. I'm thinking that he's making general conversation.
Right.
I'm like, he said. Then he turns around and looks at me and says, I'm talking to you, right? So that went on for a while, and then I agreed to start filling in for him doing Bible study, and then it just came to a point where I just gave up. I was like, Pastor, whatever we have to do to make it right for me to do what I need to do or what I'm supposed to be doing, let's do it. And
That's
I
right.
think, and the way that God's plan works in your life, if He has something that He wants you to do, you can run and do all you can. One thing you're going to do it. That's what you're going to do it. I used to serve a pastor that would say it like this: you can do it the easy way or you can do it the hard way. Trust me, I tried the hard way, and the hard way just didn't work. My mom would always say, if God has something for you to do, I don't care if it's but 1 minute before death, you're going to do it. Well, I had already done an initial sermon back in 2006, but for the United Church of Christ, since I was a new kid on the block, new face, I ended up having to do another initial sermon, October of last year.
Okay.
And just so happened that the associate conference minister was there that Sunday, and he started talking about, well, maybe it won't be long before you'll be going to different churches, and I'm like, I'm not ready for all of this. And there's a process that you have to go through in the UCC for ordination and all of that. So I started the process, and I had to meet with the committee on ministry in March, early March. Well, I met on a Thursday. I went before the committee on a Thursday, and it just so happened I had to speak to the associate conference minister on Friday. And before he got off the phone, he was like, I got this little church down in Aberdeen. They're just coming back together after COVID. They haven't had a pastor, and they only meet 2 Sundays a month. This might be good for you to go and get some experience. And so I thought I was going to get out of it again. I was like, okay, let me go talk to my pastor, because I just knew that my pastor was going to say, no, we need you here. We need you here.
Right.
Man, that joker slipped the trip on me. He was like, yeah, you need to do that. We don't worry about this, because we're talking about a higher calling now. We'll get somebody to cover you. And so I went back. I agreed to it. The 4th Sunday in March, I started just speaking with them.
Mm-hmm.
In June, they decided that they wanted to meet with me about becoming pastor, and we met, and they voted. They let me know that they voted to name me pastor. So the second
Wow.
Sunday in July, this past July, I started as their pastor. Nice small congregation, but
Congratulations.
the people are full of love, and
Yeah. Oh, that's
they're,
awesome.
they're some of the best in the world. I don't know, what I would do without them. I really don't.
That's awesome. I love that.
So
I love
that's
that.
that's my preaching journey. That's my preaching. And as much as I fought against it, much as I said that I wasn't going to do it,
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to do it. Right now, um, I don't know how I could exist without it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I look forward to um, each opportunity to be with them, to be before them, and to help them grow, and to help them, just to love them. And
Yeah.
um, I'm thinking now, man, if I had a did this some years ago when you was really after me,
Mm.
no telling
Right.
where I might be. But I think right now I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, where
Right.
I need to
Right.
be. And,
Exactly.
I I I I give him everything I got.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
give him everything I got. Now this musical journey with this
Uh-huh.
group,
Yes.
uh, here again,
Oh.
here again, here again,
Mm-hmm.
things that I said that I wasn't never going to do.
Right.
I vowed as a musician that I was going to never ever play quartet music.
Mm.
I because playing with the choirs and the churches, you have all these contemporary chords and you learn these things, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that. But I was um I was asked back in 2005 to
Mm-hmm.
study and help this group because
Yeah.
they were preparing for a recording. So I agreed to do that, and
Uh-huh.
I went to the first rehearsal, and I'm sitting up there in rehearsal. I'm like, these people can sing, and I'm like, the musicians got their parts covered,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, this is not like at church where I got to be worried about how the musicians are playing, how the choir each section is singing,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
how I'm playing, or the how the spirit is moving. I said, all I got to do is sit here and play,
Come
and
on.
I just got to play. So I got it
Uh-oh.
because it also
We'll be
gave me
right
an
back,
opportunity.
guys. Okay,
It
there you
it gave me an opportunity to really hone in and listen to the message in the songs.
go. Mm. Yeah.
Um, and so with that, God started downloading songs in me again for quartet, and
Wow.
so
I
and
love it.
as I went into, well, no, not 2005, it was 2003 with that group. 2005, after I got out of that group, I was given a call to come and sit in with the Silver Stars in Blanche, North Carolina, and
Mm-hmm.
that turned into 15, 16, 17-year journey. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. We were like family. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we really enjoyed doing what we were doing, but some of the guys were getting on up in age and getting sickly, and
Mm-hmm.
they decided that they was going to just go on and retire and stop. So the group was turned over to me, um,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes transitions are not as easy as you think they
Oh
should
yeah.
be, because I would find people um, to bring in to try to replace some of those that, and over a period of time, you know, you have different ideas of how things are supposed to go, and then it comes to a point where you have to go separate ways. But even at that, I was determined that I wasn't going to give up.
That's right.
I was going to continue with it because I believe wholeheartedly. Even on with the quartet side of what I'm doing, I believe wholeheartedly I'm doing what God has called me to do.
That's right.
And so we were up until 2019. We were the Silver Stars, because we just took the name and we just kept going, because actually that's who we were. We were the Silver Stars, but those guys retired, and we just continued. But then they decided that they wanted to get back together and start working towards doing another recording. And I think they actually went out and sung at a couple different things. So I said to my guys, there's no need of us having two groups running around with the same name. So we need to change our name, and the name is rightfully theirs because they're the ones that were there and they birthed it, and they made it work. And so we changed the name, I guess, around June or July of 2020.
Yeah.
And as soon as we changed our name, those guys decided they won't go do anything. They stopped again and went back home.
Oh.
But it's all good, because they gave us an opportunity to establish our own identity.
Yeah.
They gave us the opportunity to establish our own identity, and I'm a firm believer that if you just allow Him, God will order your steps and guide you through things. Everything that you go through might not seem to be as you want it or as easy as you want it. It might not be as pretty as you want it to be. But if you stay the course, if you hold out, and if you trust Him, you will start seeing where His plan comes together, and everything works out all right. A lot of people that song, God Will Step In on Time. That I originally wrote that song back in 2004 for the other group, but the song holds true to the day, and is especially for me, for some of the things that I've gone through, and some of the things that I've gone through because of me, not being, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, and then all of a sudden I run up against a brick wall and don't know what to do. But He steps in. Every time. He's always been there. And I want people to know that it's not just for me. I want to know that if He did it for me, if He does it for me, you're wide open for Him to do it to you also. All we got to do is continue to trust Him. I say that I think more to people than anything else. Especially when people talk to me, start telling me about different things that's going on in their lives, and my biggest encouragement to them and my biggest suggestion is, look, you got to trust God.
Come on.
You got to turn it over to Him, and you have to trust Him. And I promise you, if you give it to Him wholeheartedly and just trust Him to take you through the process, it'll work out. It'll work out for the good. The word says that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord. So we have to trust Him. We have to trust Him.
I love it. I am enjoying this journey.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. If you had caught me 5-10 years ago, you'd have been like, no. But now I'm all in. I'm
All in.
all in, you know, and I'm just because I just want to do whatever he has for me. You know,
Yeah.
I want to do whatever he has for me. And my goal is that no matter wherever I go or whoever I'm around, I want to be able to leave with them um, a feeling that they were blessed while I was there.
Yeah, for sure.
That I said something or did something that brought them a blessing, or that um, they got a little nugget that might will help them get through a difficult time in their life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome. So if somebody was interested in connecting with you, whether it's ministry wise or the group, how can they connect with you?
They can connect with as far as the group is concerned, the Redeemed Sons, P.O.
Mm-hmm.
Box 2606, Reedsville, North Carolina. Of course, in care of me, Minister David Callands. Telephone number 336-932-4586. If they wanted to connect with me, as far as ministry, Minister David Callands, 336-932-4586. It's simple. I'm out. I'm out there. If people want me, they can find me.
All right now. Awesome. Awesome. And so let's end with some encouraging words.
The encouraging words. What I what I just said to um, no matter what you're going through,
Yeah.
no matter what you face, no matter what comes up against you, none of it has ever or ever will take God by surprise.
Come
And
on.
it's not like he didn't see it. He didn't see it before it got to you. It's not
That's
like
right.
he didn't know that it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like that he's in a position that he can't do anything about it.
Come
He's
on.
the only one
That
that
part.
can take care of all of our situations.
Yes.
So when we run into these times when things look like we can't see our way out, when our back is against the wall, when we can't pay our bills, when we have somebody in our family or ourselves we're sick, there's just things piling up all around us. If we do as the song says, have a little talk with Jesus,
Mm.
tell him all
Seven.
about our
Yeah.
and trust him, I promise you he'll work it out.
Mm.
Because he's never going to allow us to go into a situation that's going to be hurtful or harmful to us, and he will leave us there.
Yeah.
His matter of fact, he promised that he's going to be with us at all times. So
Mm-hmm.
even if we're in situations of sickness that there may be no healing or cure for, well, he's still able to take us to a point to where we can have so much comfort and peace within that. And not only the
Yeah.
sickness situation, we can have so much comfort and peace within that until it's almost like we're not living in our body. We're living in another world.
Mm.
People will look
Good.
at you and say, I know they're going through all kinds of stuff, but I don't understand why they're just so joyful and cheerful all the time. But the word says the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If we press into him, if we trust in him, if we allow him to give us the joy, in his joy we find strength.
Come on.
If we stand on his word, all that he has promised, all that he has given us, if we stand on that, if you read the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
just everything, every situation that we will ever have to face in our lives, there's already a story and an example in the book, and it shows you how they were able to deal with it. But it always goes back to God being the one that bring them out. So if he's the one that has all power, if he's
Come
the
on.
one that has all provision, if he's the
Yes.
one that has all the protection, if he's the
Mm-hmm.
one that can free us from anything, then it stands the reason that to sensible people that when we're in trouble,
That's right.
we need to run to him, and we need to
That's right.
trust him, and we need to stay there. I preached this past Sunday, and And then I reminded them, Albertina Walker used to sing a song, and the words like, "It makes no difference what the problem, I can go to God and pray."
Yeah.
If we would adopt that, if we would take that upon and make it personal to us, that no matter what problems come up for us, that we decide, instead of going telling our friends, instead of getting on the telephone, instead of telling everybody, instead of putting it on Facebook, if we would just go to God, get in our secret closet.
Come on, sir.
Go to Him and allow Him to deal with it. Then we will see that we will have greater outcomes, and we'll feel better. We'll feel better throughout that, because being with Him, trusting Him, talking to Him, getting in His presence, it makes you feel better anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I just say, why not trust Him?
That's right. Why not trust Him? I love that. Listen, I enjoy listening to your journey and trusting God in all that you do. And even though you didn't think you were going to be at certain places, you continue to travel down the road that God has you, and then you're where God has you to be, and you're excited about it. And so I'm grateful just to even hear your story and your journey about it. And
the thing of it is, even though, as I sit back and look on the whole thing, even though I thought I was running away from it, everything that God allowed me to do and to be a part of, I was running to it. I was running to it. So it's just that if He has it for you, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And you might as well, when you get an inkling or idea that that's what He wants, you might well be, Lord, here I am. Come take me. Let me do it. Yeah. So it's all good though.
I love it. It is all good. Trust God in all that you do. Put Him first and foremost in everything you do. Thank you so much, Minister David Callands. We are so excited that you are here and you were able to share with us your journey. So I know it encouraged me. So I know it encouraged others as well. So we're going to stay connected with you guys. Make sure you like, share, and comment during this broadcast. We have a lot of great information. I love listening to the journey of encouragement and pushing forward and making it happen and continuing to trust God in all that you do. So I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Hold tight and we'll be right back.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.